An ambitious film to say the least. This latest movie from the Walt Disney Animation Studio cost over $260 million to create, making one of the most expensive films ever made. Luckily though, it has the distinction of being the second highest grossing animated feature Disney has ever released, behind only 1994's The Lion King. Tangled is yet another retelling of the classic Grimm Brothers story of Rapunzel, a beautiful princess with magical hair, imprisoned in a secluded tower by her evil kidnapper/mother, Gothel. Luckily for Rapunzel, played beautifully by Mandy Moore, Flynn Rider, voiced by Zachary Levi, a bandit on the lam, accidentally chooses her tower in the woods for his hideout. And from there, the two begin an unwitting relationship and adventure as Rapunzel sets out into the world for the first time. In true fashion, Disney has easily created one of its best animated films in years, combining a traditional animated style with today's more conventional CGI renderings. All of the characters, from the evil hag Gothel to the background characters our heroes meet along the way, are well-voiced, delicately animated, properly developed, and undeniably charming. Although not marketed as such, Tangled is indeed a musical, with nearly every other scene being capped off by a song. Some of these musicals are large and bombastic, involving dozens of characters. Others are quiet duets about love and hope. They're all catchy and well executed, in not only advancing the plot, but also providing depth and context to the characters' stories. For the boys in the audience though, Tangled also comes complete with several large action sequences, including one exhilarating sequence that has our protagonist escaping into a cave to avoid a collapsing dam of water closing in behind them. Besides having a haunting singing voice, Donna Murphy's portrayal of the villainess, Gothel, absolutely steals the show in most of her scenes. Bringing to life a villain so nuanced and complex, she'll easily go down as one of the great bad guys of Disney lore. Many of the jokes in this movie were family friendly and funny, but some were a bit too slapstick and childish, in contrast to many of the film's more mature and serious themes. For example, the climactic scene in the final act where Flynn and Rapunzel sing to each other while floating in a rowboat watching the Sky Lantern Festival, it's as beautiful as it is emotional and inspiring. And although much of the film treads on familiar ground of classics past, this scene alone propels the film from another average retelling of Rapunzel to a true modern-day classic. Tangled, Imaginative, Disney at its finest. Well, that's what I thought about the movie. Now let's see what you had to say in the YouTube comments. Here's the Rate-O-Matic now to show us how we both scored Tangled. An 8 and a 9. Despite being a bit derivative of past Disney films, Tangled really does shine in its own way. I thought it was great. You more than agreed, many of you praising its animation and music, scoring it an awesome.